The weekend was filled with sports action, with UWA baseball and softball winning their series against Mississippi College and 5 basketball seniors saying their final goodbyes to Pruitt Hall. We'll have more coming up.
We'll also take a look at a new career service event designed to help future graduates land their dream job. All of this and more coming up on this week's Tiger Paws.
Welcome back to another edition of UWA's Tiger Paws. I'm Sarah Neill.
And I'm Kiera Allen.
On Thursday, UWA's Student Government Association took students from all educational backgrounds to attend the Higher Education Day in Montgomery, Alabama. Reporter Katie Hedrick has more.
Thursday, February 23rd, the SGA took students to Higher Ed Day in Montgomery. We interviewed Preston Thomas and Governor Robert Bentley spoke.
Higher Ed Day is an advocacy rally and a parade where we come to the Capitol and address the issues for higher funding for education. The more funding we get for education, the better job placement for students, for undergraduate students as well as graduate students.
Doing such a great job coming and representing your universities. You know, the funding for universities has to be adequate. We've always increased it every year, and we're going to continue to do that.
Higher Ed Day is the perfect opportunity for students to take initiative to remind politicians of the importance of university funding. Katie Hedrick, Studio 96.
This Tuesday, UWA Career Service will host its first Hire Tigers event on campus. Lauren Sevenish has more on the Assessment Day event.
UWA Career Services will be hosting their Career Boot Camp Tuesday, March 7th from 12 to 4 p.m. at the Julia Tutwiler Conference Center. I spoke with Employer Relations Specialist Allie Ellis to get more information.
Hire Tigers Career Boot Camp is designed for graduating seniors to speak directly with employers who are hiring in our region to learn more about hiring trends as well as how to succeed in your resume writing. Students will also have the opportunity to have a practice interview with these employers. Students will need to register for the event by emailing me or contacting us through any of our social media sites.
If you would like more information on the Career Boot Camp, contact Allie Ellis at areed@uwa.edu. I'm Lauren Sevenish, Studio 96.
UWA recently held a rededication service for a plaque recognizing and honoring Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The event was sponsored by Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity in partnership with the UWA Student Government Association. The new plaque highlights King's life and accomplishments and can be found outside Wallace Hall near the auditorium.
UWA campus was booming with athletic events over the weekend. Summer Abston has more on baseball weekend series against Mississippi College.
This past week, the UWA Tiger baseball team faced the Montevallo Falcons on Wednesday and Mississippi College in this weekend's home series.
Nick Delgado's line drive single against Mississippi College capped a 5-4 victory over the Choctaws. West Alabama has now won 4 straight games, improving to 10-5 overall and 4-2 in Gulf South Conference play. Join us next week, Tigers, as we play Valdosta State in the away series. I'm Summer Abston from Tartfield and Studio 96.
Tiger softball also hit the field for their second GSC Series win of the year over Mississippi College. UWA took both wins on Saturday to secure the series victory, but fell short Sunday afternoon against the Choctaws.
The women's and men's basketball team held their senior night on Thursday against Delta State. During both games, senior members were recognized for their service to UWA. Both the men's and women's teams lost to the Statesmen, but went on to face Mississippi College on Saturday.
With all sports heading out of town this weekend, Darniqua Bowen has your weekly weather report to see how the weather will fare here in Livingston.
Thanks, ladies. As we enter the weekend, expect mostly sunny skies with highs just below the 60s and lows in the mid-40s. Sunny skies are also predicted throughout the weekend, with a chance of rain on Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures will remain mild throughout the next week. As always, stay up to date with severe weather by signing up for UWA alerts at uwa.edu. Back to you, Sarah and Kiera.
Thanks, Darniqua.
Don't forget to set up your times for pre-registration for the summer and fall semesters this week. As the deadline is fast approaching, I'm Kiera Allen.
And I'm Sarah Neill, Studio 96.
IMC students won big at this year's SEJC conference. We'll have more on how the Tigers ranked coming up.
We'll also update you on the Covered Bridge's new facelift. All this and more ahead on this week's Tiger Paws.
Welcome back to another Tiger Paws, everyone. I'm Summer Abston.
And I'm Sarah Neill.
In celebration of Valentine's Day last week, Phi Mu Fraternity held their annual Kiss Cancer Away event to raise money and awareness for Relay for Life. Reporter Lauren Sevenish has more on this fundraiser.
In an effort to raise money and awareness for Relay for Life, Phi Mu hosted their Kiss Away Cancer event last Tuesday in front of the CAF. I spoke with Philanthropy Chair Paige Miller to get more information.
Phi Mu Fraternity set up in front of the CAF today to raise awareness and raise money for Relay for Life. We handed out Hershey Kisses to kiss cancer away, and we have some upcoming fundraisers, Cupcakes for a Cure. We're going to be handing out cupcakes for $1 and writing in memory for the ones that are battling cancer or may have lost their lives to cancer. Our chapter's goal is $1,400, and we just really hope we can exceed that goal and help find a cure for cancer.
If you would like to donate money for Relay for Life or like more information on the cause, you can contact any Phi Mu sister. I'm Lauren Sevenish, Studio 96.
Also last week, members of Alpha Phi Omega held a school supply drive to benefit Livingston's Junior High School. Studio 96's Jonathan Shoulders has more.
I'm in the Young Hall cafeteria where Alpha Phi Omega is hosting a supply drive for the Livingston Junior High School.
We wanted to spread the love to our local Livingston Junior High School by supplying them with school supplies.
Really important for us as college students to be able to give back to our communities, whatever that may be. Whether it be donating some pencils or some papers. I know that some kids aren't as fortunate as we are, and I think it's very important to help out where we can.
Alpha Phi Omega has collected over 30 supplies for the Livingston Junior High School. If you would like to donate any supplies, please contact any brother of Alpha Phi Omega or contact Livingston Junior High School personally. This is Studio 96, Jonathan.
The UWA community is continuing to mourn the loss and celebrate the legacy of Vice President Rayford Noland, who passed away on January 25th.
A memorial service was held Wednesday in Bell Conference Center, highlighting Noland's 48 years of service to UWA.
Noland's leadership as Vice President for Financial Affairs and Treasurer was praised by UWA President Ken Tucker, as well as longtime UWA faculty, staff, and trustees.
Those wishing to honor Noland's legacy are encouraged to make contributions to UWA's Scholarship Fund in his name. Studio 96 sends our condolences to Noland's family during this time.
UWA IMC students brought home 14 awards from this year's Southeast Journalism Conference at the University of Mississippi. Darniqua Bowen is in studio with more on the conference outcome.
Thanks, Summer. A group of IMC students and faculty traveled to Oxford, Mississippi last week to compete in the 31st Annual Southeast Journalism Conference. UWA competed against 28 other schools from the Southeast and was ranked 5th overall in on-site competition. When not competing at the conference, students benefited from attending workshops and discussions with speakers from across the nation, whose work was contributed to the overall service and benefit of all areas of journalism. Students placed in 10 of SEJC's Best of the South categories and 4 on-site competitions for a total of 14 awards. The IMC students that placed 1st through 3rd place also received pins and medallions to wear with their commencement regalia when they graduate.
Thanks, Darniqua. One of UWA's most identifiable structures has received a fresh new look. Julia Bergman has more on the current renovations happening at the Covered Bridge.
UWA students may have noticed that the covered bridge is under construction and closed. I interviewed Tina Jones to get the inside details on the covered bridge project.
The bridge was originally constructed, or actually completed, in 1861. It was time for it to have some issues and some problems. In particular, when Hurricane Ivan and Katrina came through in 2005, the bridge suffered some damage, and so at that time we began looking at what were some things that we could do to save the bridge for the next 100 years. The bridge will be completed this semester. Our covered bridge is only one of 6 in the state of Alabama, and so it's very significant for us to keep this as a historical landmark.
Covered bridge could be located behind Reed Hall. I'm Julia Bergman from Studio 96.
Turning now to sports news, UWA Baseball held its opening weekend games against Delta State on Saturday and Sunday. Sports reporter Maddie Owen was there to catch the action.
UWA baseball team fell to Delta State this past weekend, losing 2 games to 1. Joel Murphy had 3 hits throughout the day, 2 of them being bunt singles. The Tigers take on Mississippi College with a doubleheader on Saturday at 2 p.m. and a single game to wrap up the series on Sunday at 1 p.m. I'm Maddie Owen, Studio 96.
The weather has been unseasonably warm lately. Callie Murphy has your forecast to see if the warmer temperatures are here to stay.
Well, guys, this week's weather will have you wondering if spring is here to stay. As we enter into the weekend, the forecast calls for a high of 80 on Friday with a low of 50. This weekend's weather will stay in the upper 60s with a low of 35 on Saturday. As the week picks back up, so does the weather with a high of 81 on Monday and on Tuesday. Sadly, rain is still a possibility with a 50% chance on Tuesday and a 60% chance on Wednesday, so don't forget to plan accordingly. As always, stay up to date with severe weather by signing up for UWA alerts at uwa.edu. I'm Callie Murphy. Back to you, Summer and Sarah.
Thank you for joining us this week, Tigers.
Be sure to join us again next week as we feature our new Westbound segment. I'm Summer Abston.
And I'm Sarah Neill, Studio 96.